This is the Z50. So this is the one that I'm going to use primarily for my vlogging. So I can flip down the screen to the bottom. Some other cameras usually you can flip the screen to the side, but for this Z50 you can only flip the camera at the bottom. So I'm going to attach this now to this tripod and see how it goes. So as you can see, this tripod has a standard 1/4 inch here, and now I also have this 1/4 inch thread on the camera. So I'm going to put it like this. There you go. That's tight. That's tight enough. And then you can do it like that. Side view looks like that. Okay. So if I'm going to use this camera for vlogging, I need to see myself, but then I cannot do that because if you want, I'm going to tilt here. You see it's obstructed here, this one. Even if I'm going to do that, see, it's still obstructing. There's no way I can put this down. So what happened is, what I'm going to do is I am going to attach something in this camera. I'm going to attach a jig. So I have this small jig, actually a small rig. They called it a small rig. So it's a kind of it's a metal. Actually it's aluminum. It's very light. So this is the special small rig for design for Z50 camera. So as you can see, there's a lot of 1/4 inch thread in here. So this is it makes the camera very flexible because you can attach any kind of gadgets that has the 1/4 inch rig thread. So it even has a shoe in here, so you can attach anything with a shoe. So what I'm going to do is going to attach this one, that. There you go. The good thing about this small rig is it comes with this. You can use this to tighten this screw, and at the same time this is a little bit magnetic, so it will just stick on this one. Now there's a couple of thread in here but there's another one here. So this is what I'm going to use. So what happened is I'm going to use this, then I can now use this screen. So I'm going to install this tripod. Like that. Okay. Then I can flip this screen. So I can use this as for a vlogging. So that's the idea. So that's the only way I can use this the flip screen, is to install this tripod to the right of the camera. That's why I have to use this small rig, I should say. So that's how it looks like. Now I can use it as selfie. So what happened is, take note that this Ulanzi mini tripod is rated at about 1.2 kilogram. So just to make sure that you don't go past that load, otherwise it might be dangerous for your gadgets. So right now this Z50 is about 500 grams, including the. Now if we are going to add the weight of this small rig, will let's say this is about 50 grams, and then to add the weight of the lens, the camera, this will pretty much will amount to about 700 grams. So we still have a lot of options. We still haven't get past the maximum load of 1.2 kilograms. So if I'm going to use this as a selfie, then this tripod for my selfie, then using this camera, then it should be safe. You do it like this. So what happened is I'm going to add more gadgets to this setup, and we'll see what happens. So as you can see, I use the tripod in there and make sure that it's stable enough. I spread out the legs, so making sure that it's stable to be able to handle that my camera, and at the same time the gadgets that I'm going to add later on. Okay, now I have this GoPro. I'm going to add it on this my setup. You can see there's a shoe over here which I can use for other gadgets, and now that's what I'm going to use to install my GoPro. Do it like this. Now the next thing I'm going to install is this camera. So we have the issue in here. So this one comes from Ulanzi as well. This is actually a plastic, so I can hold it like this. There you go. Now I'm thinking of installing more, like a light. So let's see, I'm going to do a vlogging during the night time, so I need the LED light. I'm going to install it. I'm going to add it on the setup. So looking around, there's a shoe in here which I can use for this one. So I'm going to install it like this. On the side, there's a shoe in here, so I can use that to install this light. So by the way, so this LED lights in here, so I already put up fully charged battery. This is a very simple light for that. So if it's night time, we can use this when we are doing our vlog in the night time. Now we have a complete setup with a light, and another thing that I need to use is to install this a mic. So this one is a shotgun mic to filter the noise. This is what I'm going to use. It's actually, the brand is Moukey MCM, this one. So the way to install this is I need this attachment for here. And of course, since it's the mic, I need this standard 3.5mm attachment. So I'm going to do it here. So what happened is I just made use of whatever available shoe in here. We have a shoe in here, but there's no way I can, there's some obstruction here, so I just use the side. There's another shoe in here. You can use it like that. And then this one, I'm going to attach, there's a mic input in here in the sides of the camera. So it's this mic. So there you go. I should say this is one of a cool gadget setup. So we have this cell phone on top, and then we have this GoPro, the middle, and this one is like this will serve as a light, especially when you're vlogging at night time. And you have this shotgun microphone here attached to the camera on the side. Now I have this main camera. This is the Z50, and all of the setup is held together on top of this Ulanzi mini tripod. So this Ulanzi mini tripod is rated at about 1.2 kilogram. And let's take a look. I have this setup main camera jig, and its lens about 700 grams, and another 300 grams of this GoPro. Added the weight of the light, which is very light because it's made of plastic, and then the mic. This will corresponds to about 400 grams. So 7 plus 4 is about 1.5 kilogram. Now we are going to add the weight of the cell phone, which is about 100 grams. So this corresponds to about maybe 1.2 kilogram at least. So that's the final setup, and now so pretty much this mini tripod is capable of holding it, all the weight of the gadgets that I installed. As you can see, I installed 3 cameras, and what makes this is more interesting is using 3 cameras at a time. I was able to capture multiple sceneries that I can combine together to make it a little bit more interesting. So we're going to use this setup to capture some interesting videos here at the Prospect Point here at Stanley Park.
I can almost hear